Courage with us to help us, guide us as developers, how best we can, put ourselves out there and, you know, make the best out what we are doing. So, Courage, the floor is yours. Thank you so much for joining us, and we appreciate you.
Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good evening. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my boss. Thank you, um, tech enthusiasts and tech bros and tech sisters. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here in your midst. I am Okite Courage by name, popularly known as Cozy of Africa, a real estate broker and founder of Cozylions Realty. And I'm so happy. This should be my first outing outside real estate and other personal development communities. This is my first outing on the tech community, and it's great. I'm a tech enthusiast, and because tech guys are the reasons why we're able to do a lot of things today on social media, on the blockchain, and a whole lot. And actually, real estate is embracing tech rapidly, and these innovations, both in the area of artificial intelligence and all that, um, is giving maximum results in business and in life generally. Okay, so without much ado, um, today I've been asked by my boss to speak on personal branding, building influence, trust, and visibility in a digital world. Personal branding, building influence, trust, and visibility in a digital world. Okay, all right. So let's start with a question. At least we have a lot of people in the tech space, 1,000, 10,000 on digital space that are into tech. So if I should ask, why should you, as a programmer, a developer, a web designer, a graphic designer, why should you be preferred over your contemporaries? Why should you be the one who is contacted, who is trusted, who is patronized over others? All right. So this is the question about branding. This is a question that one should ask him or herself. All right. Why should people reach out to you? Why should people trust you? Why should people trust you as a person to do business with you? Why should people give you gigs worth thousands of dollars without even getting to know you or meet you physically? All right. Why should people part with their hard-earned money with you in exchange for the value you offer? So that's what we're going to be talking about personal branding today. So branding is beyond the logo or the name of your company or your nickname. Maybe you're called Hack Sultan or XYZ or just something, just a nickname that you feel good answering. It's part of it, but it's beyond that, right? It's not just about joining a business or reaching a company. It's more than that. It's about knowledge, and it's more importantly about you as a person. All right. So we're talking about personal branding. So in tech, in business, branding is the cheat code. Branding is the reason why a lot of businesses stand out amongst others. And the tech industry currently is getting crowded. A lot of people are going into tech. A lot of students are going to tech. A lot of youth are going to tech. And everyone is like, tech is the new oil. Tech is the new oil. So the industry is also gradually getting saturated. So in an industry that is getting saturated, how do you stand out? How do you stand out as the most preferred one?
Hello, I think we can hear you again. Hello. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? We can't hear you. Mm.
Yeah, let's be patient. Maybe he's having issue with network or something like that.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hear me now? That was network. Sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you. Good.
Okay, sorry, that was network.
Yeah, we
So
can
I
hear
was
you
saying,
now.
I was like, through proper branding, you can earn social capital and invisible value that opens you up to a realm whereby you can attract high-paying clients consistently to patronize your products and the service you offer. All right. So some of us are into data analysis. Some of us are into graphic designing, front end and back end programming, cyber security, artificial intelligence, social media, web design, and all that. So these are different areas in tech. So how can you be able to put yourself out there in such a way that you have a constant influx of clientele who trust you and who would enjoy doing business with you over and over again? In as much as we always say, I'm not here for the money, I'm here for the tech. The truth is that the finance, the money is also what will keep you also going because you seek to expand. You don't just want to run a one-man business for long. You also seek to build a brand that will be able to also um, cater for other people, employ other people, create jobs. All right. So having a personal brand gives you that social capital, which is the ability to command results. It gives you the influence to command results based on who you are, what to say. Now, clients can easily trust you. Okay, clients can easily trust you. Can a client reach out to you through your social media handle or through your website, and just after going through what you have over there, and then they are comfortable enough to pay you thousands of dollars or millions of naira just without any physical connection. All right, because these days most gigs we get are gotten online, right? Just by seeing your brand online and the way you're positioned, right? So I always tell people perception is stronger than reality. So if you don't brand yourself, people will brand you based on what they are seeing. Okay? If you don't brand yourself, people are going to brand you based on what they are seeing. So you need to actually brand yourself in such a way that you're seen as a professional in your field. Yes, you have the skill already. A lot of people have good skills. A lot of people are great, but only few people get to be noticed. Only few people are actually at the top chain of the cash flow. All right. So I think personal branding is the art of creating a strong, believable, trustworthy, and positive perception. I'll say that again. Personal branding is the art of creating a strong, believable, trustworthy, and positive perception about you, your company, your products. Personal branding is the act of creating a strong, believable, trustworthy, and positive perception about you, your company, your products through your actions, the content you make and you put out there, the tools you use, like your websites, your logo, the colors, with the aim of earning trust, loyalty, and consistent sales and patronage. I'll take that again. Personal branding is the art of creating a strong, believable, trustworthy, and positive perception about you, your company, through your actions, your content, the tools you use, like the website, the logo, colors, with the aim of earning trust, loyalty, and consistent sales. All right. So that is it. Personal branding is not just about the logo. It's beyond that. It's the ability to create a strong, believable, trustworthy, and positive perception about you and your company. We have big brands out there, like we have Apple, we have Amazon, and what have you. So these products, you believe the consistency delivery over time that has made them a brand that can be trusted. So I always say that great branding is intentional. It doesn't just happen. If you want to build a strong brand, a strong personal brand, you have to be intentional. Intentional about what you say, intentional about what you do, intentional about why you are doing what you do. All right? It doesn't just happen overnight. It comes through your content, the kind of content you want to put out there. What do you want people to see? How do you want to be seen? How do you want to be perceived? What kind of personality do you want to put out there? Because the truth is that a typical Nigerian would always judge you by how you look, by your first impression, and you don't have so much time to make a first impression. So when people come in contact with your works, when people come in contact with you, what is the first message they get about you? All right. So it's not just about your products or what you sell, but then how you sell it. It starts with knowing who you are. So personal branding is simply amplifying and showcasing your true self. You're amplifying and showcasing your true self in such a way that builds trust and attracts clients or investors. Okay, some of us who are going to go ahead to build apps and fintech companies or exchanges, you need investors. All right. So how do you attract these investors? It is through your brand. It is through the kind of story you're able to tell. It's through the excellence you can portray. All right. This is what's going to make investors believe in you and trust you with their hard-earned money. So fundamentally, personal branding is about asking yourself these questions. Who are you? Number one, ask yourself this question. Who are you? Number two, ask yourself this question. What do you represent? After you ask yourself who are you, what do you represent? On the tech space, what do you represent? How do you want to be perceived? When people come in contact with you and do business with you, or they engage your services, either in graphic designing, in social media management, in web designing, or whatsoever, or in programming, all right? What do you represent? Now, when you start answering these questions, you begin to separate yourself from the crowd, all right? You ask yourself, what do you sell or create? What value are you giving? When you ask yourself, what value are you giving? What do you sell? What are you creating? What products are you creating? What problem are you trying to solve? Then how do you sell it? How do you now sell it? How do you communicate it in such a way that it sticks? That when people see you as a person, or they see your logo, or they see something that is symbolic with what you represent, they can easily relate to you. Then you ask yourself this question, number 5. What will be the experience of your customers or your clients, those that patronize you, after they use your products, after they engage your services?
Hello.
Excellence, hard work. All right. So let's break it down. Kindness is talking about compassion. Compassion is talking about humanity. Because every business or every skill you have is not valuable until it can render its service to somebody. All right. Whatever skill you have, it is of no use if it cannot solve a problem, if it cannot render a service. So your brand should portray humanity. First of all, you should understand that you're serving people. So when you're serving people with your product, with your skill, you should do it from a place of compassion. Right? If you have compassion, when people trust you with money for a job or a project, you're going to try to deliver and to deliver well because you're compassionate. Number 2, when you're building a personal based on what is available, based on what you can do.
I think the network.
Don't compromise on excellence. Okay? Don't compromise on excellence. You mustn't be perfect, but consistently deliver the best value and experience based on what is available. And even when you cannot do that job that was given to you, find a way to see how you can outsource it from someone who can do it better than you. Because your goal is to satisfy your customer. Your profit margin might not be as much as you had expected if you outsource it. But what are you trying to do? You're not doing it for now, you're doing it for the future. Because you know that if you offer excellent service to this client, he or she will be happy and come back. And by so doing, you do this things repeatedly, you have earned yourself their trust. You've earned yourself, they can easily refer people to you. You've been able to generate a pool of clientele who want to work with your brand, who want to work with you. Right? There are people that want to develop websites and then they're like, who will I give it to now? And then they call a friend, please, you know someone that creates a website? And he recommends somebody without even any background study. They contact the person and they want to do because of that recommendation. Because something tells them if this person recommends this guy, that means this guy can do the job. What if he's someone that is not good with time management? What if he's someone that is not excellent? You see what the problem is? So it is hidden in these things. Your kindness, excellence. Number 3, hard work. Your work ethic reflects your brand. Your work ethic reflects your brand. All right? How do you deliver on the work given to you? How do you deliver the work given to you? How do you deliver on time? Are you someone that when you're told, okay, this work, I need it in 2 weeks' time, are you going to start early to finish that work, or you're going to start 2 days or 3 days before? Maybe because you're doing it for a friend or someone you know, you just tell yourself that, I will explain to him, then I was tired. When you start giving excuses over and over again, over time, you discover that you're building a brand on excuses instead of on a strong work ethic of discipline. Are we following? Number 4 is knowledge. You can't give what you don't have. All right. So you must develop yourself in such a way that you become an authority in your field, in your area of specialty. All right. Everybody's going into tech. Everybody's doing one thing. But then remember what I said, find out who you are, what you represent, what you sell, what product you want to sell, and then how do you sell it? Then the experience you want your customers to get. So while doing that, your product knowledge is very important. So in whatever area or whatever niche in the tech space you've chosen, be very good at it. Be very good at it. Aspire to be better each day. Aspire to be better each day. And then as you do that, you keep growing and keep getting better. Number 5, trustworthiness and integrity. It means simply keeping to your words and remaining consistent with it. Just keep to your words. If you said you're going to do this, do it. If the person requested for the work to be like this, let it be that way. Don't compromise on it for any gain whatsoever. All right? Because we're living in a digital age where there's a lot of noise everywhere, there are a lot of voices. So people no longer follow brands. They follow humans. They follow voices. That's why in today's world, people prefer, if someone wants to do a big project, he would rather consult a friend who has actually worked with someone than to just go somewhere on the internet and just check out randomly. Yeah, even though people just go and they visit websites, they visit pages, and then they just find out and interact. They might see your ad. But a lot of businesses, a lot of jobs comes through referrals. A lot of us can testify. A lot of us can testify from different places. You could be recommended by a client who you worked for, who has now relocated to the US, and then he's in communication with a big company, and then they're looking for someone to do a project in the tech space. And then he remembers that you were able to deliver, but he recommends you into diaspora clients, into a pool of diaspora clients by the reason of your delivery. because you built a brand that is excellent, a brand on hard work, a brand on knowledge, a brand that is trustworthy, right? A brand that has integrity, okay? A brand that has integrity. So this is very important. Focus on yourself, okay? Aspire to become better every day. Go for the best. Now, to gain influence, you must understand influence. Influence is not just about having a lot of followers or your ability to, but it's your ability to shift how people think, how people feel or act, right? So by the reason of the kind of products you design, the kind of content you create, the services you offer, you must think influence, right? You must think influence. We see the app like Opay. Opay came into Nigeria and then disrupted a lot of things. And today they have so much influence. There is practically no young person now or any Nigerian that doesn't have an Opay app on his or her phone. That's because they targeted the masses. They didn't just want to have a small share of the Nigerian market. They sought for influence. So always have it at the back of your mind. Think big. How can I reach out to more people? Right? How can I do more? Right? So your edge in the area of influence is your competence. The better you are, the more influential you become. The better you are, the more influential you do what you become. So as a digital creator, you should also be selfless. Prioritize your client's needs first before you consider yourself. Why building a personal brand? This is one of the things you should take note. Prioritize your client's needs first before considering yourself. Right? Prioritize your client needs first before considering yourself. Yes, you might not make as much profit as you want at the initial stage, but over time, as you deliver, you're building a personal brand that people can trust. And once people can trust you, they can transact volumes with you. They can transact volumes with you. And I've had friends of mine in diaspora trust me with money. Like, can you do this for us? Okay, all right, we'll send it across. And then I asked myself, why did this people trust me like this money? Why are they not? But because over time, they've been able to witness a track record of integrity, a track record of consistency, a track record of excellence. And once they believe you can do it and you do it, they'll keep coming back to you. All right. So another thing is that as a digital creator or someone in the tech space, a tech professional, while selling a product, focus on the outcome, focus on dreams, focus on what can that product do for your clients. It's not about telling them, okay, want to create a website for you. Tell them, let them know why they need a website and then why they should patronize you instead of others. What are the extra things, the extra touch you have? What makes you unique? All right? What makes you unique? You see, all these we have fintech companies that have developed savings apps where you can save your money. There are a lot of apps for saving money, but then there are apps that make your savings automatic. There are apps you can also use to buy stocks. They are being developed by developers in the tech space. They are selling solutions. And the more solutions you sell, the more people who key into your solutions, the more money you make. Right? So personal branding is about you, then it flows from you to your company. So some people conflict, okay, should I be a personal brand first, or a corporate brand, or a product brand? People buy you first before they buy into your products, right? People buy you first before they buy into your products. Your physical appearance, how you dress, how you look, how you speak, how you pitch that idea, right? Maybe you come up with a software or whatsoever that can actually solve a problem, in the real estate market or in the blockchain. It is your presentation matters. If you're not able to present or communicate that idea, no matter how good you are at it or how well you can say it or how well you know about it, if you can't communicate it excellently in such a way that will attract investors, nobody will invest into it. Right? So you need to be very competent. All right. So talking about trust, trust is a quiet currency. Trust is what makes people listen to you. It is what makes them buy into your idea or into your vision. It is what makes them recommend you when you're not even in the room. Right? I say personal branding is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Right? As a tech professional, what do people say about you? When people see you, when people hear your name, what comes to their mind? What comes to their mind? Just ask yourself that question. So you build trust through consistency, through transparency, through your demonstrated expertise over time, showing your process, not just your result. Another way to help while building a personal brand, sometimes you can show people the processes and the behind the scene, maybe while you're working on a project or something. Just take them through the journey, get them to understand the flow before the outcome. Right? And then if you're into tech, I know a lot of us who are into tech, we don't need to be outside there so much on the social media space and all that. You just want to lock yourself up in the house and inside the house and do your thing and get your gigs. But the truth is that if you don't show yourself, you're not going to be noticed. It is only when you've built yourself to a certain extent that you've built a pool of clientels who already know you. So you even have so much jobs on your table that you don't even want to be out there. But then you need to show yourself. Showing yourself visibility builds trust. Because when people see people invest or work with people they know, they like, and they trust. So when people see you, the more they see you out there, the more they get to know you. And when they encounter you and your services and they prove you, they can now what? Trust you. Okay? So in the digital world, trust shows up through your tone, your clarity. Trust is your online footprint. All right? It's how you treat people in your community. It's how you treat people. So in the online space, we know that one little thing you say can go very far. So if you're running a community or you're into any kind of business and you have social media management or stuff, you know that you should actually be very careful about what you put out there, how you reply in the comment section. Everything matters. All right. So still talking about visibility, visibility is the multiplier. Because here's the truth. A lot of talented people ignore it. But then they forget that if people cannot see you, they cannot choose you. All right. Yes, the visibility rate is so much now, everybody's out there. But then it does not still dispute the fact that visibility is almost everything. Visibility is not vanity, it's a strategy. Today, you see most of our top celebrities, even people like Obi Kubana, even men that were not so much acclimatized with social media, they've embraced it because they've seen what social media can do for them. So if you're good at what you do and you believe in your product, you believe in what you can do, put it out there. Put yourself together, brand yourself, get a name, get a nice logo, tell your story. Tell your story because nobody's going to tell your story better than you are going to. Okay? So tell your story. Because invisibility, the algorithm on social media does not reward ghosts. It rewards consistency. It rewards clear positioning. It rewards engagement. It rewards the content people save and share. And that's how people can find you. When people share your stuff, so people save your stuff, that's how people can find it. So your visibility is the doorway to your influence. I'll say that again. Your visibility is the doorway to your influence. Right? So as a tech professional, you're actually very advantaged because you understand these platforms very well. You understand trends. You can create solutions. You can explain what others find complicated because you know how it works. You can analyze data and patterns. So when you take this knowledge and turn it into content, into conversations, and with a digital presence, the world listens to you and then they begin to understand the future. They begin to understand the future. Like some people find programming very complicated and all. But then you can be that person that can demystify it and take people through the stages, make videos on it, put it out there, either on YouTube, on Instagram, right? So you're now known as an educational brand, a personal brand that dedicates people on how they can learn these things and how they can become better. And people will also find you through that way. Okay, so that's what I call the ITV triangle. Is it talks about influence, trust, and visibility, just like I said before. So influence is what makes your voice different. It's what makes your perspective valuable because influence comes from your years of experience in the industry. It comes from your values, your storytelling, your expertise. So influence is what makes you what different from others. Remember, you're being a personal brand. What will make you stand out in an industry where there are so much people into the same tech you're doing, right? So, number two, trust. Just like I said before, trust. I'm just repeating myself. Say, is this be true? Showing your work, showing your work, show your work, provide value, stay consistent, be authentic. You don't need to be perfect to be authentic, or you need to be authentic. Be you. A lot of people just want to copy others and replicate what others are doing out there. There's nothing bad copying, but then when you copy people, find a way to fine tune it and adapt it to yourself because what makes you unique is that you're different. What makes you unique is that this person is Ada, you're Nika. This person is tall, you're short. This person is dark, you're fair. You are different. You're created differently. That means you also think differently. All right. So let your products, let your service or whatsoever have that unique touch of you. Let your product or service have that unique touch of you. And that's what brings trust. Okay. Showing your work, providing value, staying consistent, be value oriented. Always ask yourself, how can I add more value to the lives of people who contact me or who reach out to me for my services? Okay. And then visibility, once again, I said before, visibility depends on your platforms. What platform are you choosing to be visible on? All right. Is it Twitter? I know Twitter works a lot for tech guys. Twitter works a lot. Is it Twitter? Is it YouTube? Is it your website? Is it Instagram? So choose a platform where you can be visible on and then own it. The truth is that you can be on different platforms, but then one platform is actually what will give you the kind of visibility you want. And you wouldn't know until you start, right? Visibility is in the frequency of your appearance. How often do you appear? How often do you post? How often do you communicate this value you have? How often do you tell your story? How often do you post? How often do you collaborate with others? How often do you attend webinars like this? Are you part of a community? Are you part of a tech community where information is being passed around, where latest trends come up? It's very important because you can't grow in isolation. Even while being a personal brand, you need people. You need to collaborate with others, right? You need to also have a content format. A content format. How how do you want to make your content sound? Remember, you're trying to give a perception to people about your products, about what service you offer, right? So when influence, trust, and visibility come together, it makes your personal brand unstoppable. It makes your personal brand what? Unstoppable. Remember I said before, you have to define who you want to be and what you want to be known for. You have to define who you want to be and what you want to be known for. You can't be everything, and then you can't be for everyone. That's the truth. You can't starve everyone. So you have a niche. You're in that niche you are, seek to have a great market share in that niche. What's the market share? The numbers. All right. The more people you reach out to, the more people who are able to patronize you and engage your services or use your products. So you're trying to build a strong identity that opens doors. I don't know if we're following. All right. If you're following, just put up a thumbs up. All right. So another thing that will help you in having a blueprint for your personal brand is use your digital assets. Just like I said, have a profile on LinkedIn, on Twitter, right, on Instagram, or YouTube, or whatsoever, right? So be part of a community, share your thoughts on leadership regularly, break down concepts in very simple languages, find a way to demystify things that people find hard to understand. Share your failures, share your processes, share your wins without bragging. Tell your story because people remember stories more than data. People remember stories more than data. People will always relate with you and connect to you through your stories because human beings are emotional beings, right? Human beings are emotional beings and they connect easily with stories. So while building a personal brand, create your own story. Create your own story, right? Create your own story. So also try try not to be everywhere. Try not to be everywhere. Try not to copy others, like I said before. Be consistent in your posting. Focus on giving value. Focus on giving value, right? And then if you're a newbie or you're just starting out in the tech space, you don't need to wait to be perfect before you start. But you have to start to grow and to become perfect, right? So you don't need to wait to be perfect, but you have to just what? Start, right? Like now, for example, have you ever noticed someone that you've not seen for 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, and then suddenly the person is everywhere? It doesn't happen like that. It's not magic. It's consistent storytelling. That's why people keep showing up. I think most of the tech guys you in the space, you see them, they keep showing up. They keep putting themselves out there. All right, they keep putting themselves out there. They keep sharing insights, and that's how you build influence. That's how you do what? That's how you build influence by what? Showing up regularly, right? We have people that have been able to build such personal brands that people can now relate to. Whenever you hear the name Apple, what comes to your mind? Innovation and identity. You know that the Apple brand is big on innovation. They're always innovating into the latest technology of the time through their phones, their laptops, their AirPods, their accessories. But then what do they actually sell? They sell identity. Whenever you hold an iPhone in your hand, what do you feel? You feel wealthy. You feel rich. You feel like you've arrived. That's why everyone is struggling to own the latest phone every time, right? So they sell status. They sell innovation. They sell creativity. They sell to you like a tribe. So having an iPhone is like being part of a cult, being part of a tribe. People should also get that feeling when they patronize you, when they use your services. All right. So people who use the Apple brand always have a very unique client experience, and they feel different. So whenever you're buying an Apple phone, you're not just buying an Apple phone. You're being part of a class of people who symbolize what excellence, and that's that for Apple. All right. So you see, it's beyond just selling a product. There are aesthetic things that people can relate and connect with. And these are the things that keeps them coming. These are the things that keeps them glued and loyal to those brands. All right. So when you talk about a brand like Nike, What does Nike? Nike represent? It represents courage and empowerment, even though it's just a sportswear, right? But then you see some people who even wear Nike shoes are not even into sports, but they wear it because it gives them the feeling of inner power. It gives them the feeling of discipline and then courage. Nike says something, says just do it. So also, why creating either a personal brand? Why creating a personal brand? Try to try to have something that people resonate with, right? For me, I say Cozy of Africa, value for value. So once you come to deal with me, once you come to do business with me, you're sure of getting value for your money. And that is what I represent. If you're working with me and you're not getting value, then I am not Cozy of Africa. All right? And then you have brands like the Coca-Cola Company talking about happiness and togetherness. All right? That's why you see the kind of adverts they make. People eating together and then they're drinking Coca-Cola and they're sharing happiness. So this brand represents things like joy, energy, vitality. Okay. So remember I said something, people buy you first before they buy your products. So if you're building a product company, start from you first. Become a person people can deal with, become a person people like, become someone of excellence, become someone who is an authority in his or her field, right? Let your voice be strong because your voice is your power. Your voice is what? Your power. Your consistency is your credibility. Your consistency is your credibility. If people see you today before you know you're offline, maybe because something happened, you lost money or something happened, and then you go into depression and then you stop showing up, you're not going to be able to build a strong personal brand that way. As tough as it sounds, that's the truth. So your consistency is your credibility. Keep showing up, right? As a roundup, then your visibility is your advantage. I want you to take this thing. Your voice is your power. That is, your voice becomes powerful by the reason of the level of knowledge and skill you show up in handling your work, in offering your services. Then your consistency is your credibility, while your visibility is your advantage. Oh, so in the digital world today, people don't just rise by accident. A lot of our celebrities you see today, a lot of guys doing great in the tech space, in the business world, they didn't just rise by accident, right? They rise because they kept on doing what? Showing up. They kept on doing what? Showing up. So I'll tell you that if you want to build a personal brand, focus on building a brand on authenticity. Be real. Be real. You're dealing with people. You're going to be dealing with humans. You're going to be dealing with humans. People say AI is coming to take jobs and all that. It's not. AI doesn't even have the capacity yet to do that because there's still a lot of things that um, AI cannot do. Even AI itself needs to be controlled by human beings. All right. So get yourself to a point whereby people know you, people like you, people trust you. And as you do this, you'll be able to build a strong personal brand that will give you a strong presence in your space, in your niche, and will also help you build a company that can be trusted. All right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope I earned the value of your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Courage, for that wonderful. Guys, can we give him a thumbs up? Everybody, let's give him a thumbs up. That's good. That's good. So we're going to take questions now. So I know that one of you people have been raising their hands up. So if you have a question, we're just going to take like 3 questions and we'll wrap it up for tonight. So if you have a question, please, can we ask now? Thank you.
So can I ask?
Go on, Victor. Go on, Victor.
Okay, so good evening, everybody.
You're welcome.
So Mr. Courage, I have heard you I want to know where you started from. How did you start? What year did you get into tech? What has been your journey like? How has your own journey been personally? Maybe it's something we could learn from, you know?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So my journey into tech, my journey into tech is more of the blockchain part of it. That's crypto. I'm majorly into real estate, but I started out in 2020, and I started out as a novice. I didn't I didn't know so much. I didn't know so much, so I had failures. I lost money. I didn't go for knowledge then. I was just going with the rave of what is happening, what is trending. But then after 2020, I that was about 2023. I then I decided to go for knowledge. I decided to start reading books, taking courses. I discovered that the role of mentorship is one thing that cannot be disputed. All right, mentorship provides a ladder for sweatless climb because in any industry or any area, like in tech, you're starting out to. If you have someone who is already ahead of you, it will prevent you from making the kind of mistakes your mentor made. So I actually attached myself to a mentor and also a community, and it helped me like grow fast. I began to understand things on the blockchain, how the market works, how to take trades, how to make market researches, and all that. Okay, and so I started getting results. Like I started getting results. I started making money. I started networking with people, and then gradually, I told myself, okay, I've been able to get some knowledge. Let I think I should now help other people. So I created a community of about three, four, five people, or just a group, and we started out. Before you know it, but then because I was the leader of that community, I was under pressure to keep getting better, so that I can keep communicating value to my community. And then gradually, before you know, we grew to over 400 members, and so I began to like diversify because not everybody's going to go trade crypto, right? So I set out a roadmap. Like, members, if you're interested in learning programming or whatsoever it is, indicates we're going to actually have like teachers who can actually coach you on this thing. And so I started seeking out for people who are good in different areas of tech that can actually teach newbies for free, right? So my experience so far on the blockchain has not been a very rosy one, but I'll tell you for free that um, the youth invested more in knowledge, mentorship, and being part of a community were the best times and best days of my life than trying out and failing in ignorance. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, the second question, who is going? Chimobi, do you have something?
I don't really have something to say, but I would say that your advice was a very good one, and it's a great impact to me personally, and I'm going to try my best to know which brand or which set of skill or which path I will really want to follow. I'll decide it personally by myself. So thank you so much for your lecture. Your training was so wonderful. It really taught me a lot of things I don't know, which I'm going to work on personally. Some of my difficulties. Thank you so much. May God bless. May God encourage you more on your
Amen.
field.
Amen. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so
Thank
much,
you, Mr. Chimo.
Chimobi.
Mm.
Okay, do we have any other questions coming in? Any other questions? Okay, if you don't have any questions, I just came. Okay, Manuel, what are you saying, Emmanuel? I just came, but I
Yeah,
want to know when the tech journey look so frustrating to you. Courage, do you understand this question? Is asking, you want to know
Okay.
when the tech journey looked so frustrated. Like, he's trying to know, was
Okay.
there a point you were frustrated? Something like that.
Yes. Yes. So hey. Yes. So very true. The truth is that a point will come on your journey in tech that you begin to ask yourself, am I actually really called into this field? Is this actually for me? Is this actually really my niche? Did I just step into this thing by myself or because other people are doing? Because one thing about tech, just like every other area, it's going to stretch you. It's going to stretch you because there are some challenges. It's either you don't have the finance to get the gadgets that will make your works easier, or you don't even know who to talk to, or it's proving like quite difficult, or you're not even getting the clients to patronize you. You become frustrated because the truth that it's the field you're venturing into, and then you have an expectation. So when your expectation is not being met at that point, frustration begins to come in, and that is why being part of a community is very great. Because when you start feeling like that, if you can reach out to one or two, three persons, and then speak to them, and then you find out that you're not the only person going through it, so it gives you that tenacity to hold on and push. And most times, whenever you feel like that, you are actually about to break through in that field, in that industry, in that tech. You're about to actually hit either your first major gig or something. But then that is just a setback you must be able to overcome. And that is why you have to have the mindset to stay long on a particular thing till it works out. So if you believe that you're calling into this tech and you believe in it so much, stay on it. Stay on it. Be part of a community of wealth. Be part of a community of like-minded people who are like you, who would hold you strongly until you become what you aspire to be. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Henry, can we hear your question?
Okay, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for the training so far. I just have to ask, in terms of, you said personal, people buy to your personal brand first before they buy into your product. I have a question to ask. For someone who has a company that deals on a particular SaaS product, but on his own personal branding, he has been promoting things on legal structure and all that. Is that would you say that that is a conflicting personal branding, or just can you help me and understand?
Oh,
Let me understand that.
oh, okay, okay. I understand you very well. Okay, so your personal brand uh, poses you as a legal luminary, right? You understand? But then
Yeah.
you also have a product that's entirely different from what you're doing. Okay,
Yes.
it's okay. A lot of people are actually also leveraging on that. I'll use for example someone like Obi Kubana. So Obi Kubana started with lifestyle, luxury and lifestyle, all right? And then
Yeah.
people people knew him as someone who runs a club, and then somehow he went into real estate, and then people knew him for that. But then he began to see other areas like tech and a whole other areas he wanted to venture into. So he began to focus more on himself, the Obi Kubana brand. So I think for you, you're going to focus more on yourself, your name itself. All right. So that just like me, I'm into tech, I'm also into real estate, I'm Cozy of Africa. So that any product you eventually bring out to the market, because your face is behind it, because you're able to speak about it and tell your story, or tell the story about that product yourself on your page, people will buy into it also because your personal brand. they've been able to trust you over time, all right, as a legal luminary or whatsoever. You've been able to show yourself that you're someone of excellence, you're someone of value, you're someone who is compassionate, who cares about them. So whatever other product you're bringing into the market, you can have a different Instagram page or different page or website for that product you have. But then try to find a way to tell the story about your products on your major page. Tell them, oh, yes, I have, hello community, hello guys, I have this product. I also do this and do that and do that. And they would easily migrate to your products because they already trust to do business with you. They're already used to you. They know you already. They like you. They trust you. So whatever that comes from you would be very easy for them to hop on it. That is why Cubana Chief Priest today, he was nowhere a singer. He was into hotel and lifestyle and club. Today now he's a music producer. Everybody is doing it. He's now into real estate. Everybody has moved with him. So people will always tilt to the direction you lead them to. That is why it is good you establish yourself as a person of authority and influence, all right, through your constant visibility and the value you put out there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you for that. Top Tech, you have a question? Top Tech, we are listening. On mute. Okay.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Can you be louder?
Can you hear me?
Yes, go on.
Okay. Good evening. Please, I was having network challenges, so I didn't really get everything that was going on in the class. But for the few times my network was a bit okay, I heard where he talked about mentorship, that it's good one gets a mentor when you're into the field of tech. When you're going into tech, it's better you have people who are ahead of you so they can guide you. So my question now, how will you just meet a random person and they mentor me, or how do you go about the mentorship?
Okay. Can I answer?
Yeah, go on, go on.
Okay. So when you're new in a field or in a space, there are already people you want to be like. There are already people you aspire to be like, you admire, all right? You got someone who is doing very well in programming and social media apps and graphic designing, in content creation and all that. So, but then there are people that you know that you cannot really access. They're just far away. Even if they accept to mentor you, is you're not going to actually get you'll actually get the weight of it, all right? Because as much as you want someone to mentor you, the person also should also be willing to hold you by the hand and direct you. And the person should have the desire to want to see you win at all costs. So even though it will be inconveniencing for him or her as a leader, because he or she is passionate about seeing you win and seeing you grow, they will also go out of your way, or out of their way. And also you the mentee, you should also have that disposition to put yourself in such a position where you align yourself for mentorship. Now, how do you find a mentor? How do you find a mentor? You can reach out. You can reach out to people who you aspire to be like, who just through discussions, and then I'll be like, good day, sir, good day, ma. I have been seeing your works um, over the years and over time. I'm a big fan of what you do, and I would really want to grow in this industry or in this field. I know you're a very busy person. I have a lot of things, but I would really appreciate if I can be tutored or mentored by you. And then you send out that request. You see the way I started. You've already acknowledged the person's excellency and accomplishment in this field. All right, in the field also, and then you ask humbly. You ask, he or she will be moved, and then accept you for mentorship. Now, but it is what you do within the first 2 weeks to 1 month that actually shows the person whether you actually deserve mentorship. Because mentorship is not easy. First, this person is trying to invest time, energy in you to make you better, to make you like himself. All right. So it is your commitment, and you should. A lot of people have been accepted into mentorship, but along the line, they don't even meet up. They are either abandoned or they cannot even continue communicating with their mentors. So much of the work lies with your disposition as a mentee, your ability to follow up. Because when you're being mentored, your mentor will not be the one chasing you around. You'll be the one chasing because you want value. You know what you gain. You know what you want to get. You know where you want to be. And this person has it. So you align yourself in such a disposition that he or she will find it very comfortable to always reach out to you. And after a while, you become like you always be on his or her mind. Oh, my student. Oh. And then that is how you get the exposure and you get the leverage because mentorship will always provide a ladder for a sweatless climb and prevent you from making much mistake. And the second good thing about mentorship is that you get access into the network of your mentor, something that would have taken you 5 to 6 days or more. But because you are aligned to this particular person, just an introduction will open doors for you. And so even after learning the skill, you're not going to struggle to get jobs or get clientele because his recommendations is already launching you forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Godwin, you have a question? Godwin, do you have a question? Okay, do any other person have questions before we wrap it up? Okay, I think there's no more questions. So we want to appreciate you, Courage, for making our time to be with us. So we are really happy to have you, and also you came in on time. Godwin, do you have a question?
Good evening.
Good evening. Do you have a question? You are raising your hand. Do you have a question?
No, I just want to say. What I want to say is to thank you for this program and for all you have been doing. And I want to encourage you that you continue. I appreciate, and I want to thank the speaker. The way he spoke, is so much inspired. I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God, we appreciate you. So I think everything was well spelled out. So it's left for you guys to, practice. Because one thing is to learn something, another thing is to put it into practice. So one thing about personal branding is not something you just do once and you just go and rest. You just keep doing it, adding strategies to it. Try this, and if it doesn't work, you try another way. You understand? And the end goal is for you to be seen. The end goal is for you to attract, people to yourself, to attract customers. If you are into business, if you are a programmer, to attract clients and all that. Okay, you have to be consistent. Just like this year, we started DevByte this year, and we have over more than 12,000 people in our community. It's all about consistency, because I just keep pushing it out there. I keep posting about it on social media. People are coming in from different countries, everywhere. So I'm a living witness of what consistency can do. So once you are consistent, you keep pushing yourself out there, people will just definitely notice you. Even the algorithm itself on social media will notice you that this guy is consistent and is pushing himself out there. And it will start helping you to grow. So you just have to be consistent. You have to keep pushing, keep showing up, just like he rightly said. You have to keep showing up and changing strategy. There's no one pattern to success. I remember this guy that talked about this guy that this comedian that said he's cultist or whatever. He said he started out with one strategy and it didn't work out. Then he started cultist. Then people started noticing him. So that's how it's all about. So you have to keep trying one thing. Maybe you are doing it this way and it's not working. Try another pattern. People might notice you. So that's all I would say. So I believe, Courage did a lot of justice to this topic. So I wish us the best. We'll keep doing this. We'll keep bringing in more resource people to talk to us. Year is already, rounding up. This is the best time for you to, think and strategize for the next coming year and start now. So especially those are students, those that are we are training currently at DevByte. Please start now. Whatever you are doing, start now. You understand? You don't need to wait. He said you don't need to wait to be perfect before you can start pushing yourself out there. Don't wait to learn all the whole skill before. The little you know, just keep pushing yourself out there. The little you know, showcase it. Don't care about people's opinion. I know sometimes you might be checking, maybe you want to do a video, you are checking whether the video is nice or it's not nice, or this. Just keep doing it. With time, you perfect. When you keep doing it, you keep correcting yourself, keep changing, people like it when they see that you are making progress. They will come today, they see that you made a mistake in this video. The next day you are correcting yourself and you are growing. That's consistency, and people love it, and they will see that you are genuine, you are unique, you are yourself. You understand? People want to follow you, people want to associate with you. So don't try to copy everybody just to be perfect. Like, you don't know how long most people have been there before they get. Maybe you are watching. Maybe you have Courage on your status. You are watching the videos he puts on real estate and how he edits his pictures, and you want to do it the way he has been doing it, but you don't know how long he has been in the real estate industry. You understand? So you have to start from your own side. Maybe you don't even have the best phone. Start with the one you have. Then with time you improve. You understand? So thank you everybody, and God bless. If you are not part of DevByte community, please let me just share the link quickly so that those who are not in our community can just be there. I'll just share the channel. Then if you want to be part of the chat group, you can just message me privately. But our chat group is very noisy, so we have a lot of people from different countries, so you know what it is. So if you want to be, if you don't mind being in the chat group, fine. If you want to connect, for those asking for mentees and mentors and community or people to share knowledge with, I think DevByte is one of the places you want to. That's if you are into tech, then you want to do that. Then Courage, I don't know how you want to share those. I know there's people that are here that are into real estate that want to join your own community. I don't know how you will share the link. Let's allow them to come in.
All right. I think I'll send you the link so you can post on your.
Okay. That will be awesome. So, but awesome. If you are
Thank you so much.
very much, if you are very much interested in tech, this our community. We share free resources. We have a lot of videos on digital marketing. We have a lot of videos on web development. All of them are free. So just come in, we post. And currently we are training over 150 people in the community on front-end development. And we share the videos for each class. So once you join the channel, you see all the videos. If you want to follow the class, you can start from the day one and follow the whole class. You get. So thank you guys, and may God bless all of us, and thank you guys for joining this meeting.
Please, how can we join the class for content development?
Content development?
Yes, you said something.
Content development class is a paid class. It's not free. So it's not free, but the ones I'm telling you is free is on our channel. So This one, just join the channel. The link is already on the comment. You said?
Is it Telegram channel?
No, it's WhatsApp channel. WhatsApp channel.
Is it Telegram channel?
Just enter the channel. The channel is not like your chat. Just once you enter, you see everything will be there from day one. You will see everything. You understand?
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Where can I find the link?
It's on the comment section. Just check the comment section. Let me post it again. Check the comment section.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just copy the link to WhatsApp and click it. Don't click here. Copy the link to your WhatsApp. Paste it on your WhatsApp and click on it. It will take you to the channel. Don't click from Google Meet. You might not get it right. So, Courage, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I believe when we call you next time, you will still come and be with us.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is DevByte, and this is what we do. And we are all here for
Awesome community.
Thank you so much.
I love it.
Thank you, guys. I think that will be all for tonight. So see you guys, and God bless you, everybody. So one more thumbs up for Courage. Thumbs up, everybody. Thumbs up for Courage.
Thank you. I feel so honored. Thank you, sir. Thank you, community. Thank you, DevByte community.
Thank you so much. Okay, good night, everyone. Bye.